No matter how tired you are, if your mind is racing and your body is tense, you're going to have trouble falling asleep. Do this 10-minute yoga sequence at the end of your day and go to bed relaxed. So we're going to start standing with your feet hip-width apart, and your palms can be together or your arms can be by your sides. Before we do any stretching, I want to start by taking a few deep breaths to let go of your day. You can close your eyes if you want to, and take a really long breath in through your nose. Fill your belly, fill your chest, feel it rise, and then let it out through your mouth. Really long exhale. Again, full breath in through your nose. Fill your abdomen, feel your chest rise, and let it out through your mouth. Let go of your day. On your next breath in, you can lift your arms up. And as you exhale, fold forward to a really passive forward bend. If your hands touch the floor like mine do, you can take opposite elbows and just let your head hang here. I like to call this one ragdoll because your upper body is totally loose. So you don't have to work, you shouldn't be tense. You can rock around here, you can nod your head or shake your head. Relax your face too, separate your teeth, soft jaw. And just let the weight of your head bring you deeper into that fold. Long breath in through your nose and out through your nose. And then we'll take the hands to the floor. You can bend your knees as much as you need to get your hands on the ground. And we're gonna come down to hands and knees. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips. And we'll do a cat to stretch the back. So take a full breath in, and then exhale, press into your hands, round your spine, drop your chin, drop your tailbone. Stay here, take a long breath into your back. And as you exhale, really pull your navel in, drop your chin, stretch. And long breath in. And exhale, press into your hands, stretch. Good, inhale, look forward, come back to a long spine. So we're gonna go into extended puppy pose. You're gonna keep your hips over your knees and walk your fingertips forward to eventually rest your forehead on the mat. Your elbows are gonna stay lifted for this one. So rest your forehead down and play with this. Find what feels right. It's a great release for the shoulders, and the pressure on your forehead stimulates your pituitary gland, which controls melatonin and your sleep-wake cycle. So you can even rock around a little bit and give yourself a forehead massage. Stay focused on your long breaths. If you can make your exhale breath longer than your inhale breath, you'll slow your heart rate and relax your body. Lift your forehead. Now we're going to come into a child's pose. So walk your hands in, bring your knees together, sit your hips back to your heels, and rest your head again. This time you can let your elbows relax down too. Slowly lift your head, walk your hands in, and we're gonna come to seated with your legs out in front of you for head to knee pose. So if you're very tight in your legs, you might wanna sit on a small cushion or a folded blanket. I'm gonna take your right foot into your left thigh, and if for any reason your right knee bothers you here, slide a cushion under that knee. It's really important to keep a long spine in this posture. You're not just rounding your head down. You want to guide forward with your chest and feel your pelvis tilt forward. So inhale here, get very tall in your spine. And as you exhale, lead with your chest tilting forward. Feel your tailbone lift back behind you. So your hands might just come to either side of your leg and you can bend your elbows. Or you can reach for your foot if it's available to you and keep guiding your chest forward. You can also take a strap, or I just have a scarf here, loop it around your foot and use that to guide yourself forward, leading again with your chest. Look at your foot, don't let your chin drop. So we're keeping our spine really long. And again, come back to your breath, full breath in. And as you exhale, can you tilt forward a little bit more? Can you get a little deeper into the stretch? Good. Now walk yourself up. Take your time. Lean back onto the other side. So you're going to stretch your right leg out. Bring your left foot to your inner thigh. Ground your sit bones, make sure that you feel even on both sides. Inhale to a long spine. And exhale, lead with your chest. Feel your pelvis tilt and your tailbone lift. And again, if you want to wrap something around your foot, you can use that to guide yourself forward. Now, ideally, your right leg is straight. But if you're very tight and you have nowhere to go, you can put a little bend in your knee. But still, maintaining that long spine is the most important part of this stretch. So we want to get into the legs and the hips. And if you just round your spine, you end up just stretching your back. Inhale, length. And exhale, tilt forward a little bit more. Walk yourself up. Lean back and we'll come to wide legs. You don't have to force your legs open as wide as they'll go, just comfortably so. Again, if you're tight, sit on a cushion or sit on a blanket. Start with your hands behind you and take a breath in to get a long spine, just like we were doing before. You're leading with your chest and you're feeling your tailbone lift behind you. So we're looking for that pelvic tilt. And if you're more open, you can bring your hands in front of you and drag yourself forward. Keep looking ahead of you on the floor so that you're not letting your head drop. And that idea of looking forward helps us keep a long spine. Enjoy your breath. Really long exhales. Slowly walk yourself back up. Lean back, bring your legs together. And we're going to set up our last pose, which is nice and restorative. It's legs up the wall. So you're going to need to find a wall. And if you have a mat, bring your mat with you. So to get into this, I like to start seated right up against the wall. And then as you move back, you're going to bring your legs up the wall. So once you get here, do your best to scoot your bum forward and get as close to the wall as possible. And once you're there, then just bring your arms by your sides, palm up. So your legs are straight, but you're not forcing them straight. Let your knees soften and just let everything relax. So nothing is working here. So this should feel really nice for your back. It puts your spine in a very neutral place. And by staying here for a few minutes, we let those stagnant fluids in our feet or ankles or our knees drain down. And this also gets us into that rest and digest state. Come back to your breath. How slow can you breathe? Feel free to stay here for as long as you want. You can spend 10-15 minutes here if you like. And the same goes for the other stretches we did. Feel free to hold them longer. You can take several minutes in each stretch. And when you are ready to come out of this, you're going to roll onto your side. So bend your knees and just come down into a fetal position. You might want to take a breath here. And then press into your hand to come back up. So that's 10 minutes to help you sleep. Keep taking long breaths, and good night. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel for more 10-minute yoga fixes.